Hey there, neighbors and naysayers. May 28th, take two, really. We'll see whether we post those videos or not, but this is a cow group. Just wanted to show dialing in the trample. I guess I said in the other video I didn't know whether I'd show it until I got it dialed in, but I guess maybe it's best to see the rough. This is not quite yet what I want. I want a little more percentage of trample, and I want a little less percentage of standing seed heads still out here in the field. But I'll show you where they, of course, the cows have already walked through here. These first two posts right here where they walked in, then where you can see those cows, that's pretty indicative of what's in there. And then when you can see those far cows, that's the end of what they're allowed for this 12-hour strip. As I walk back across this, though, like, I can tell you where the orchard grass and clover was. There was orchard grass. There was a big patch of orchard grass. Probably also a patch where the manure spreader spread heavy. And there's a couple more as we go through. This was today. I knew it was a little big, but it's a matter of getting the cows in this field and then going. And also I gave them too much the night before. Still wasn't sure this was enough for the day, so I gave them part of what they got last night and today. So it's still good. I mean, we still got a whole huge reduction in the number of seed heads. There's orchard grass, there's fescue, there's brome standing here still. Right here at my feet, there's some white clover even that made it through the graze that will go to seed, which is awesome. And we'll just see how this looks in 21 to 30 days, 45 days when we get back around here, and it may have seed head in it. It probably will, because like I said, we're not the longest day of the year. So this is just the way we do it. I mean, I just keep dialing it in, and I used to measure it, and this feels just difficult to measure. When I get up above where the boys are there with the four-wheeler, those are contour strips. It's 320 feet wide. So there I can measure a little better, and I just measure with the rotations of the four-wheeler tire, and that's about 6 foot, and that gives me what I need. But I really don't do it much anymore. I mean, I don't know how many years we're at, like 2000. Well, it's been about 10, 14 years I've been mob grazing, and I just really have an eye built for it. Okay, yeah, this is enough, and then tomorrow we'll give them a little bit less, or we'll give them a little bit more. If you're wondering, though, with 12-hour moves, when I first started doing this, I figured out that if I moved them exactly at 12 hours, 6 and 6, I needed about 55% in their day and 45% at night. So the night paddock could be a little bit smaller to get the correct amount of trample. But I just know that in these seed heads like this, the more trample I get now, the better off it's going to look. We had especially later in the summer, we had a field directly behind me 2 or 3 years ago that when we trampled it, didn't look like it ate anything. All they did was trample it, and we were at like 500,000 pounds per acre stocking density that day, because I was home and I'd moved them 3 or 4 times that day, and all they did was just walk around and just mash that down to the ground. And that is one of the best sections of fescue we have today, because of that residue we got put down there. I don't know that it'll still hold true today, but for the rest of the year, that was a really, really, really nice strip of grass. So it's just a matter of getting those higher densities. Right now we're at like 50,000 pound density. I think I figured the other night. It's not a lot. So it may be closer to 80,000 pound density, but as we move forward here, we're hoping we'll move twice during the day and once at night. We'll see how that goes. But anyway, just wanted to show what it looks like and what I mean by dialing in. We'll just make the paddock smaller and smaller and smaller. This paddock, of course, was already built ahead of time, but the next paddock, just past that second gray cow back, that's where the next strip is. It's a little longer strip, which means they'll trample a lot better. The longer they are and narrower they are, the more they'll trample. But also it's a lot smaller, so we'll be changing up how much they trample when we get into the next few fields, and within a couple days I'll have it dialed in. Plus, you got to realize too, these cows are going down nutritionally, and I actually don't want them eating the best stuff, because they're getting ready to calve, and the last 2 weeks to a month is when we really grow calf size. So we want them to eat some of this garbage right now because we don't want those calves to be big. I don't have to worry about it. I don't pull calves, but just in case, we want to make sure that they're kind of going down for this month, and then once the calves come on, then we'll change up a little bit, and we'll let them tramp a whole lot more and just pick like we do with the steers. So just wanted to give everybody an idea what we're doing here on this side, on the cow side of things. With that, I'll say we'll see you next time.